what I find really distinguishes particularly youth movements, especially on the left, that like there's this like, no, excuse the language, but we're not going to take your bullshit. Like,
Yeah.
it's, like I refuse this categorically, and you got to come back and you got to give me something better.
Yeah.
That's just like, if you look at what the Tea Party did with, and related to Occupy and all that, like that worked. And I think it's really refreshing to see young people on the left looking at that period of time that, like, a lot of us came of age during Occupy, and really, like, the Snowden revelations were just incredible for us. And, looking at what happened with the Panama Papers, and it's like, this is what we grew up with, right? Like, it's, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, my first memory that I like vividly remember is 9/11 when I was 5 years old and living in New York. So it was my second day of kindergarten and I had to hide under a desk. So I think like when you start your education, like on that note, my mom used to work in the Trade Center towers, and I don't know, I just feel like my whole life has really just been like one crisis after another. And I think that that's really a huge part of why our generation is the most progressive generation, just sheerly through what we've lived through and how we've seen our elected officials respond to these things.
Yeah, and I think the democratization, or sort of like, the ubiquitous nature of information on the internet really helped us a lot in that sense. Like, yeah, it's kind of like looking into the sun all day, every day. But but the flip side of that is that a lot of us are just sort of inherently critical of, say, cable news. And I don't want to like get all super MSME right now about it, but it's like, but there is a certain amount of like, look, those are major corporations. The way they pass us information is very much so suited to making sure that their bottom line is secure. It's like, for, obviously you've got major networks broadly, but it's important for folks to remember, like, hey, look, MUR is owned by Hearst, and they exercise a lot, and I mean a lot, of editorial control over what happens on that station. If you go and just sort of flip through their YouTube uploads, I swear, like 1/3 of it is like crime videos, and and it's like, and most of it's not like white collar crime. The people that they're posting in these videos are, low income, maybe they're addicted to drugs, they're people of color. Like, it's reinforcing this really horrible stereotype when, if you want to go back to the looting concept, like, the rich people have been looting us for decades. Like, they've been looting the working class for decades.
That's a great way to look at it. Stealing wages, and
right.
I mean,
and
for sure.
So it's like, when there's this sort of level of outrage from people who have power, it's like, I'm over this idea of them trying to say, how dare you be above it? Like, no, we're not it's not about being above it. It's that nothing, like, every time that a lot of these movements try to rise above these problems, we just get pushed down further. And after a certain point, you gotta take a no BS line and just stand your ground.
For sure. Yeah.